Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Saturday, July 13th. Cooler temperatures, and we'll use quotes with cooler temperatures, are on their way, but also chances of dry thunderstorms are increasing. We still, though, have excessive heat issues through today as temperatures continue to run 10-ish degrees above average for this time of year. We're also going to have to worry about some wind today up in the central mountains and even out across the Arco Desert. Some of this may be just normal wind. We might even see a little bit of virga that's enhancing those winds in that area this afternoon as well. Increasing chance of thunderstorms, like we said, there'll be dry thunderstorms. It'll be best through Monday before those chances start to drop off again, at least based on the current trends in the forecast. You can see a little bit of moisture actually already working into eastern Idaho, but a decent amount of mid-level moisture working up from the Four Corners area, Nevada, and California. This is all moisture that's above 10 to 12,000 feet. So what that means is there's a lot of evaporation of whatever rain's trying to fall out of there. That's what we mean by virga. And that's actually probably what we're going to see most today and even into a little bit of tomorrow, although the thunderstorm chances do come up a little bit tomorrow into Sunday. So not a lot of rain expected, but some gusts over 35 miles an hour are certainly possible with stronger storms. We do have our weather risk outlook outlined as major, and that's just because of the accumulation of the heat impacts. We have our excessive heat warnings going for one more day, moderate impacts elsewhere. It's just that accumulation of stuff going. And there is an outside chance of a dry thunderstorm, pretty much 10% or less, up and down in the South Hills, also up around the eastern highlands, and even up into parts of Lemhi County. Now, those thunderstorm chances do creep up just a little bit, like I said, Sunday and Monday, and we do have a little bit of heat issues potentially left over in some areas for tomorrow. But the impacts with those dry thunderstorms, obviously new fire starts with lightning because of how dry it is, and gusty winds out there. And those thunderstorm chances do stick around, but not as widespread as we head towards the middle part of the week. So how are things looking today? You'll notice we'll probably have, again, a lot of virga around the early part of the day. And eventually some of that may produce a little bit of sprinkles, a little bit of light rain, and wind gusts later today as we get a little more unstable. Our best chances up along the Montana border, and that may actually stay north of the border and back over towards Gilmore Summit and Leadore versus dropping down towards Du Bois and Island Park. We'll be watching that. And a little batch trying to move into down around Jackpot, maybe towards Oakley, City of Rocks as well for this evening, and we'll just see a little bit of moisture continuing overnight into tomorrow. And thunderstorm coverage is expected to stay isolated. We're not looking at anything more than that in terms of the lightning coverage over the next couple of days, and it even includes into Monday. We'll have to watch that to see if the coverage increases, especially over the southern and eastern parts of the state of Idaho. So back to the rest of the forecast. Wind gusts this afternoon, you'll notice some areas pushing 25 to 30 over the central mountains and out across the Arco Desert. Enhanced winds across portions of Lemhi County up into southwest Montana. Some of this is just normal wind, and some of this is likely enhanced by those dry thunderstorms. Some of those gusts hitting 35, maybe a little bit higher in a few spots up north later on today into this evening. Humidity-wise, today we're going to be sitting in the single digits and teens, maybe up just a little bit from the past couple of days, but still some areas into the low 100s this afternoon. And like we said, just accumulating that heat during the day has brought those heat impacts at their peak here in this 24-hour period, starting yesterday and continue, I guess, into this evening before those impacts start to dwindle. For tomorrow morning, not much humidity recovery, especially in the central mountains. Overnight lows in the 60s to near 70 in some areas. The colder spots down into the 40s. That's tomorrow morning. Going into tomorrow afternoon, the humidity levels do come up a little bit with that moisture increasing, and we drop those temperatures off just a handful of degrees across the board. We'll go ahead to Monday. You'll notice temperatures continue to drop with more of that cloud-covered moisture. Humidities come up. And then we gradually start to dry out and warm up again by the time we get to midweek. More humidity values down below 15%, and those afternoon temperatures in some areas creeping back towards triple digits. So again, excessive heat issues today. We're still running above normal, but that monsoon moisture increases, so increasing chances of dry thunderstorms through Monday. And again, we do have to potentially watch for some gusty winds, critical to near critical fire conditions in a few spots for this afternoon across the Central Mountains. Have a great day and do stay safe out there, everyone.